We have here the 2023 BMC SLR 013 in a size 51, weighing at 16 pounds, 7 ounces, and in kilos, 7.47 kilos. Stay tuned after video. We're here free buy sound test on these DT Swiss wheels right here. Thank you. Hey everybody, GC Performance here, back with another video, and today I have for you guys the 2023 BMC Team Machine SLR 01 in the Model 3. This is a size 51, and this bicycle used to retail for $9,300, but is on sale now for $8,600. And the SLR 01 stands for their top-of-the-line frame set. This is their premium carbon that they offer, and the Model 3 stands for the group set or the components that it comes spec'd with. So it's their top-of-the-line frame that you can get their premium carbon with a mid-tier group set spec on it with a DT Swiss wheels. A very nice price point. You'll see a lot of other companies do a Ultegra group set with their mid-level carbon as well. For right around the same price. So this is a very, very good buy. In today's video, we'll talk about the SLR 01 Team Machine as well, talk about how the pros are using majority of it in their races, and then also talk about the fittings that come with the bicycle, the integrated cockpit system, the wheels, the hidden dropout features, everything about this bicycle that is a lot of good features on this bike. So hopefully you guys enjoy. So the Team Machine bicycle itself is kind of their all-around bicycle, the bicycle that pretty much everyone rides. It's an aero bicycle, but also has climbing capabilities. It has a drop seat stays. It has their kind of boat out or their kind of aero shapes to the bottle cages as well. This is their own integrated proprietary bottle cage that fit the frame. You have the integrated bar and stem with the integrated cables as well. But this is a bicycle that you see majority of the pro tour riders riding on. Now, obviously, since the release of the brand new Team Machine R, which is their aero race bike, but still, majority of the pro riders are still riding this bike. Even for very few stages in the Tour de France or any other big tours, the Time Machine is becoming a thing of the past, and this seems to be the bicycle that people choose because of the fact of just how much of a all-around bicycle it can be. And one thing that I hear from people that I just started selling this brand, but one thing I've heard from other customers riding this bicycle is that they say that this bicycle is just very comfortable for the performance it puts out. It's very stiff, it's very responsive, but in terms of just riding and the vertical compliancy of the bicycle is a very, very nice bicycle. So I'm excited to see how it is. I'll see how this bicycle plays out, where they go, but it is a very, very nice build. Just like other bike brands, they have two type of carbon frames. They have their BMC Team Machine SLR 01, and then they have just their SLR series as well. I know it might be a little bit confusing, but you can see it says SLR-01 with a model, then like a 3. So the top tier model will be SLR-01-1. If you don't see this 01, then it's a little bit cheaper of a carbon frame, and you cannot run their integrated bar and stem on here. The reason why you're able to run this integrated bar and stem is because of the way that the fork steer is on this bicycle. It's literally like a cylinder shape kind of. It's a flat on the sides, circle, circle, and the cables are able to run alongside of it inside the headset bearings. So that way it's not an oversized headset on here. But the regular Team Machine SLRs are a normal round steer, so the forks cannot be swapped out. Also on the bicycles, the carbon is a different carbon, they said. They said that this one is about 70 grams lighter, the difference between the regular and the other one. So this is just their all-out performance that you can get on a bicycle. And if you want that integrated bar and stem look, then you have to go with a carbon fiber, then you have to go with the SLR 01 version as well. But without further ado, let's go throughout this whole entire bicycle and show you guys what you guys get for paying that $8,600 price tag. So starting off with their cockpit system, this is BMC's own integrated cockpit system. It's a 1x carbon fiber bar and stem. This is a 100 by 42 centimeter bar, and comes with their own physique bar tape, and then it's an Ultegra Di2 group set system on here as well. They do have the option if you are a little bit of an older guy or want a higher stack. I cut it down. This is 40 mils of spacers, but they do have the option if you want to run 60 mils of spacers. Who knows? Maybe you just want to be a really comfortable rider. But they do come with a very high stack. I think that's very weird for a race bike. They also make a road machine, which is a little bit more of an endurance. But on their Team Machine, I would like to see them just run it just a 40 mil stack, but who knows? It wasn't hard to cut off. The bicycle comes where the fork isn't ran or anything like that, so it was pretty easy to do. But you do have that option. And I'm starting to see them do more. I do enjoy their cockpits on their Time Machine and their Team Machine Rs, the much more narrower hoods and the wider drops. So I think they're starting to maybe phase out this cockpit and go with the the newer cockpit that comes on like the gravel bike, that comes on the Team Machine R, and also a Time Machine, because that is a very popular choice. You do also get with this bicycle an integrated Garmin mount that you can put underneath there, that you can run whatever you want, a Garmin, a Wahoo, whatever you like to do on there as well. And if you wanted to take out any spacers, I believe, no, they're not breakaway spacers. So you would have to re-bleed this whole bicycle if you want to cut the steer more, because they are run into the handlebar and into the stem as well. Going down to the front, we have the BMC logo in the black color with also this black little fade here. We have their BMC fork with their hideaway dropouts, or sorry, for the through axle on there. So it's a very clean look. They have this on the front and the rear. It looks very clean, but the only thing is that people brought up to me in the past is that for the rear, unless you have a direct mount trainer for indoor riding, you do have no axle to grab onto. So keep that in mind. If you're looking to buy an $8,000 or $9,000 bicycle, keep that in mind, because you might have to upgrade to a direct drive trainer, which I'm sure if you have this kind of money, it's not a big deal. For the wheels on here, these are the DT Swiss ARC 1650s with their own DT Swiss hubs and bladed spokes. It is a 50mm deep dish wheel, and they are paired with the Vittoria Corsa Graphene 2.0 tires and a 725C. These wheels are tubeless ready, but right now they're spec'd with tubes, and they like to put a 25C tire in here for the reason of just speed. This bicycle can take up to a 30C tire if needed, but again, a lot of their bikes, the Team Machine and the Time Machine, come spec'd with 25C. And we are, to be honest with you, I'm starting to see the 28 spec bikes kind of go away. I don't know if maybe they're trying to push more tire sales for people, or if they're just trying to push people onto a faster bike, or maybe it's a better result in the wind tunnel with a skinnier tire. Who knows? But obviously, we'll just talk about this real quick. A 25C tire on a perfect flat road where it's a great condition, like a velodrome, a track, or something like that, is going to be faster. But where the 28 and the 30C tires really shine is on the crappy roads, the roads that are not well groomed, the roads that need a little bit extra loving. So that little bit of marginal where you have that extra comfort on there, it won't fatigue your body as much, and then you'll supposedly perform better. Whereas on the 25C tires or the 23C tires, if it's just like, that's why people run still for whenever they're trying to beat the 1 hour record. On a velodrome, they're running like 160, 200 PSI and a 700 by 23C tire, whatever it is, you know what I mean? So I think maybe we're starting to see more bikes go back to speccing a 25C tire, maybe just for wind tunnel results and for bragging rights. For the rotors, it's a 160mm Shimano Ultegra rotor with the through axle right here. We do have on here an Ultegra front disc brake caliper as well. And I do notice that the BMC does have their own proprietary disc brake mounting system here. I don't know if you can run a 140 on the front fork. I will find out that information and give you more information later on down in the videos. We'll figure it out. You have the SLR-01 logo right there, and this is what BMC is known for. In the wind tunnel, they have their own proprietary bottle cages to match the frame. So you can see here, you can see the shape change right here. It's a different shape change where they mask these water bottles that are proprietary to this bicycle. And the reason behind that is because they perform really well in the wind tunnel. They designed the bike in the wind tunnel, so they put the bottle cages to kind of mask that, so that way you have that little bit of a tapered look to the frame to make it more aero and perform better on the road. And one thing BMC does so well is the color fade on the top tubes. I will say this, BMC has some of the nicest colors out there. Doesn't matter if you don't like the look of the bikes, but they have some of the coolest looking color choices. I have seen all white bikes they've done. I've seen the white handlebar done. They have some really, really cool color options, which I'm excited to see. This color right here is actually beautiful as well. I'm a big fan of this kind of a turquoise seafoam green, green-blue color here. For the bottom bracket is a Pressfit 86, a BB86 with a Shimano BB86 bottom bracket inside there. And then also for the crank, it is a Shimano Ultegra crank. The weights that I gave you before were with the bottle cages on here, and they are included with the price of the bicycle. So to spend $8 grand, you get water bottle cages for free. Yeah. Shimano Ultegra front crank 5236 with a Ultegra front derailleur, and then also an Ultegra XT chain. Going to the back, we have on here an 1130 cassette with the Ultegra rear derailleur. And then they do come equipped, if it's a Shimano bike, with their own direct mount hanger, which is awesome. I love seeing companies do that. They put their own little aesthetic touch on there. Scott does that as well, but it looks like it to be a very sturdy hanger, and a direct mount hanger as well is going to be more efficient for shifting, which is very nice, and saves weight. We have the drop seat stays. We have the nice aerodynamic with the flat shape in the back, a little bit of a BMC logo here. The exact same wheel as in the front, the DT Swiss ARC 1650 with their own DT Swiss rear hub as well with bladed spokes, and the Vittoria Corsa 700 by 25C tire as well. Like you said, you can be made tubeless if needed. There it is. iPhone zoom on point. Going up to here, we have on here their own proprietary D-shaped seat posts with kind of the little cover for the wedge. You do go ahead and adjust the seat post with a 4mm Allen key right here. This tightens up the wedge right here. But I do like how they incorporate their own kind of gritty texture on the seat post for anti-slipping, which is very nice. I don't know if they have a 0-degree setback. I probably want that. But the seat post is very nice, and the battery comes equipped inside of the seat post already, and it is one of the most secure feeling seat post batteries on the market that I've installed on a bicycle. They did a really good job of that. Fizik Argo saddle. Nice wide support for the seat, a nice wide cutout as well to allow blood flow. And yes, rear rotor is a 140 millimeter rotor in the back with a Shimano Ultegra flat mount disc brake caliper, and we have our through axle right here. But if you notice, like I said, they do have the stealth dropouts for the rear. It comes equipped with the chain protector already installed in there. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited for this line. I can't wait to see more and more bikes. Hopefully once the new 2024 lineup comes out there, we'll see more and more colors, more and more options. But this is the 2023 BMC Team Machine SLR 01 in the Model 3. Size 51. This bicycle retails for $8,600. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any question about BMC. I'll see you guys. Here comes a free bio sound test on a DT Swiss 1650 rear hub right here. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.